Hari Om. Let us now continue our study. We will enter Shloka number 5 of Vivekachudamani. I will read the Shloka and then we will enter into our dear Swamiji's commentary. Here is Shloka number 5. Shankaracharya says, Itah konyasti mudhatma yastu swarte pramadyati दुर्लभं मानुषं देहं प्राप्य तत्रापि पौरुषम्. Shankaracharya is not satisfied with scolding, as it were, this guy who he called Mudhatihi in the fourth shloka. The meaning really pops out of this verse. It's a very simple verse. He says, Itaha kaha, what essentially in English it means, who could be a greater fool than this guy? What greater fool is there than the man who, having obtained a rare human body, and having achieved all those qualifications that Shankaracharya had mentioned in the previous verses, neglects to achieve the real end of this life? Who could be a greater fool? That's the essence of the shloka. Now, let us enter our dear Swamiji's commentary and learn from him what he has to say. Swamiji says, Shankaracharya's repetition serves as a wake up call. He is literally hammering the message in. Shankaracharya's repetition serves as a wake up call, prompting introspection and self reflection. It is meant to stir the individual to question their accomplishments and progress over the years. This, these kind of questions from our acharyas are only to help us to push within ourselves, break our extrovertedness, this trend of extrovertedness, and turn inward. Like the Kathopanishad says, Paranchikani Vyatrunat Swayambhuhu Tasmat Parang Pashyati Nantaratma. We are naturally extroverted. So that shloka, that mantra in Kathopanishad says, Kaschit dhiraha few rare individuals turn inwards and with a discerning eye turn their attention to the Atma. That's what the Kathopanishad mantra says. So, our acharyas, in keeping with the Shruti Vakyam, they try to help us turn inward. So, Shankaracharya's strong words are not meant to criticize us. No acharya who is compassionate will want to hurt us. It means to use these words to stir ourselves up, to question our accomplishments sincerely, not only our accomplishments and our progress over the many years that we have lived in this body. Shankaracharya uses strong words to jolt individuals into introspection and awareness of reality, prompting a deeper understanding of themselves and their priorities. He says his refrain in Bhajagovindam is Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. While it is generally ill advised, inadvisable to use harsh language, Shankaracharya consciously employs strong words, like calling someone a fool. He takes the liberty. Why? Because he wants to drive home a point and spark introspection. Bhajagovindam is also called Moha Mudgaraha. Mudgaraha means a wooden vessel which is used for pounding paddy, etc. And moha means delusion. We are often deluded about life's priorities. And Shankaracharya's strong words serve as a wake up call, an alarm. He wants to alarm us. It is akin to a sharp hit on the head with a wooden pestle, aiming to shake us out of our complacency. Shankaracharya emphasizes the impermanence of worldly relationships, reminding us that our attachments to loved ones like spouses and parents are temporary, as their time with us is limited. As we saw, that all of them come under the anatma category, under the pancha anatma category. Again, Swamiji takes a reference from Bhajagovindam, which Shankaracharya says, Nalini dalagata jalamati taralam Tadvajjivitamatishaya chapalam. Shankaracharya highlights the inevitability, the inevitability of separation, reminding us that either our loved ones will pass away or we will have to leave them behind when we die, emphasizing the transient nature of worldly bonds. This is exactly the message that Lord Krishna is trying to convey to Arjuna in the second chapter when he says, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu dhruvam janma mrutasya cha. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu. Certain that which is born has to, will die. Nothing to stop it. So, Shankaracharya highlights the inevitability of separation, reminding us that either our loved ones will pass away or we will have to leave them behind when we die, emphasizing the transient nature of worldly bonds. Arjuna had attachment towards Bhishma and the rest of the Kuru elders. Raga led to Moha. He didn't know. I mean, he was deluded, thinking that Bhishma's and Drona's body would be permanently available. Or he wanted them to be available for just a few more years. Well, nobody knows when death would come over us. Even if Bhishma and Drona continued to survive, Arjuna could die of a heart attack. So there's no guaranteeing the fact that even if Bhishma and Drona were alive, that Arjuna would be alive to enjoy their company. That is why when King Parikshit approached the great Jnani Shukha Maharshi and told Shukha Maharshi that he was going to die, he was cursed to die in 7 days. Shukha Maharshi had a hearty laugh. King Parikshit was absolutely bemused. He was absolutely flummoxed, wondering why was Shukha Maharshi laughing at what he was saying. And he once again said, I'm going to die. I said, I'm going to die in 7 days. Shukha Maharshi explained to him, said, wow, you know for certain that you're going to die in exactly 7 days. Whereas here I am, I don't know what's going to happen to me next. That is why I laugh. Although death is a certainty, one does not know when we are going to be struck with death, struck by death. When Yamadharmaraja is going to fire the final bullet, he is there around the corner all the time. So, Shankaracharya's purpose in sharing harsh truths in Bhaja Govindam is to awaken individuals from their spiritual ignorance. He wants to shake them up. This can also be seen in Andal's Tirupavai, where she literally stirs her companions, pleading with them, why are you still sleeping? Why are you well, sleep here is to be understood from an esoteric sense, esoteric point of view. The sleep is spiritual sleep, ignorance. She's trying to wake them up. Let's go and pray to the Lord. Let's go and worship the Lord. And several other of our great writings talk about the same idea. He wants to awaken individuals from their spiritual ignorance, hoping that every individual will gain insight and turn their focus towards the eternal rather than worldly pursuits. Turn away from worldly pursuits after examining the defects in going after the world. Parikshya lokan karmachitan brahmano nirvedamayat, says Mundaka Upanishad. It would be worth the while to revisit the Trividha doshas in worldly pursuits, which we will look at in the next capsule and take our study forward of this lovely verse. Hari Om. ॐ दुर्जनः सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जनः शान्तिमाप्नुयात् शान्तो मुच्येत बन्धेभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ